Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. We're back in Old School MapleStory, recreated in MapleStory Worlds. Today we're exploring Old School Victoria Island, checking out various hidden maps, finding rare drops. We're gonna try to reach the end tunnel in one piece, and of course train our character to a massive level 15. Last episode we left off at Pig Beach, where we reached level 11. While this recreation is very close to Old School MapleStory, there still are some things missing. Like, who else remembers those small thorns in this map? Looks like they couldn't get those to work. If only they also forgot about the Iron Hawk, which does way too much damage. This is a classic MapleStory experience though, so potions are rare, and gear drops even rarer. So we gotta be mindful with our HP and MP and spend our resources wisely. Our regular attacks deal like 1 damage, so we need our MP. I also remember there being snails up there and not just pigs though. One of the fun things about these hidden maps in Old School MapleStory is that you just can't leave easily. Some maps you have to walk around the entire map just to reach the exit. So who's ready to go and explore Victoria Island? But wait, before we're diving into all of that, we're first gonna quickly check out today's video sponsor, Awesome. These sponsorships help keep the channel going, and your support is always greatly appreciated. For some reason, my boss doesn't really like it when I play MapleStory during work. I know, weird right? But I still want to complete those dailies and get those login rewards. Thankfully, I never miss a beat with this all-in-one remote access tool. Using the Awesome game version, I can get and customize a game keyboard so I can play MapleStory from my phone without any disturbances. And of course, the usability doesn't just end there. You can also use remote access to transfer files that you forgot to send, or even turn off your PC in case you want to save money on that electricity bill. If you want to try this out yourself, you can use the code appearing on the screen to get a 7-day trial of Awesome Remote Game. This is only for the first 200 people, so act quickly. Head over to the Awesome website, sign in, click on rewards, fill out the code, and then you're in. You can then easily set up your screen mirroring with your QR code, and once that ends, just using the app will reward you with Sunshine, which can be used to get more days of Awesome Game or Awesome Pro. Sometimes Awesome also offers additional days for free just like that, so that's always nice to grab. The basic version of Awesome is free, by the way, so you can always install that one. But there also is the Pro and Game Plan. I'm using the Game Plan myself for the customizable keyboard. Adding more devices also will give you a discount on the plan. But Awesome doesn't just offer remote software, they even have remote switches. In case you turned off your PC and want to turn it back on remotely or monitor your energy consumption, you can even set timers and schedules. You can check the Awesome app or website if you want to learn more about those, and of course the remote software tool itself. There is a link in the video description and top comment. Don't forget to check out the code, and now back to the video. Old School MapleStory sometimes feels more like a walking simulator meets jump quest, trying to avoid as many monsters as possible while walking through the huge maps. There always are various monsters in one map, some that you can easily kill and some that can easily kill you. It made training very diverse, but also quite dangerous at times. And yeah boy, we found our first item! That's huge! If we sell it to a store, we're gonna be able to buy more potions because we're running low really fast. And as you might have noticed, we just reached Coninck City, the home of the thieves. You would find a ton of thieves grinding here, and one thing I realized is that I totally forgot about how you actually play Old School MapleStory. Because potions are so scarce, you want to get hit as less as possible, so you'd always look for a way to hit monsters without them being able to hit you. Like, people would actually fight over the best spot where you could hit the monsters but they couldn't hit you. And who remembers this hidden map at the top left of this map? I remember even grinding here, I think, on my Ice Lightning Mage because these monsters were weak to lightning. One of the other charms of Old School MapleStory was finding these hidden passages that could lead to new and less popular trading maps. Like this one, but there also is one below Pig Beach that some people might remember. This was more of a parkour map as well, or one of the many hidden maps in Owenius. If there was one thing that I hated with a passion in Old School MapleStory, it are those freaking lupins. They're way too strong and they're so aggressive. I lost so much EXP because of them. And one map further, there are the Miladies, which don't fly in this version, thank goodness. That would have been an instant death for sure. I saw that Vareese beaches in this game as well, so hopefully we can go and train there on our Ice Lightning Mage. Anyway, let's go back to our little tour. We walked from Coninck City to Pirion. There are so many old and huge maps that are just completely gone. I barely remember half of these maps. And there's so many strong monsters here as well. Those beginner warriors had it pretty rough. Green mushrooms right next to Pirion, jeez. Every town also had a route that led to Sleepywood. In Perion, you'd had to go this route, in Coninck you had to go through the sewers, and in Linea you had to jump off a tree. And we will go to the Hennessy's route in a minute. This area in Perion would also eventually lead to the burning zone, where we might be training at one point. Those fire boars are easy picking for our ice strike once we hit level 30, that is. And of course, who doesn't remember the wild boar areas around Perion? Because the ant tunnel always was giga packed with a lot of maplers. When you went to these maps, for some reason I always found a ton of weighted earrings from the monsters over here, and thank goodness no junior boogie spawned. Walking all the way to Ilenia through the massive Perion maps, we finally arrived back at Slime Tree. I shared this map with 2 other maplers so we could grind together. Sharing maps was basically the norm back then. The maps were way too big to really train in solo, and it usually took a few hits for monsters to go down anyway. After resting our legs a little bit, we continue our journey back to Hennessy's. Walking past the Nautilus entrance, we finally make it back to Hennessy's. Alright, so who's ready for this golem pit? Okay, so I gotta admit, I kinda forgot actually how to get here. Thankfully chat was there to help me out. Walking to the dungeon from Hennessy's is pretty easy actually. It's only 2 maps. Just one small problem in the second map. If you would happen to fall down, in the first area there's more freaking lupins and iron hawks. And in the second area there also are golems. These huge monsters are level 55 and impossible to kill for almost any noob. So yeah, that was an easy death for sure. Eventually we did make it to Sleepywood though, but the way back was also a huge parkour just to make it out alive. Should have bought those return scrolls, huh? If you die in this map, you get sent back to Sleepywood, so essentially you'll be stuck there if you can't make it out alive and you don't have any scrolls with you. So I messed up my character skills anyway, and you should definitely never do this if you're playing. But I kinda stopped maxing the AP increase skill for now and put a few points in Magic Claw. That way I'm able to at least start one-shotting monsters or close to two-shotting. Throwing snail shells was getting kinda stale. I leveled up once more in the slime tree, and now that we are a bit stronger, let's head back to Big Beach so we can farm some more leather to make work gloves. Here we also found a skull cap, heck yeah, and not 1 but 2 10% scrolls. Now we can either sell those in the free market, but using them of course is way more fun. Both scrolls, they kinda failed though. There goes our dream of being rich and strong. Next step is to reach level 20 so we can start hunting green mushrooms for a panlet and maybe explore Orbis and deeper into the ant tunnel. And that's the second episode of the Nostalgic series. Thank you so much for watching. Is there anything you'd like me to show you in the next video? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to poke Nexon as well to ask where the heck is MapleStory Worlds for us. And as always, special thanks to our members making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, Jesus Rodriguez, Kalimora, Wiley, Riser Are BackSpaceOTI, Ziggy Historycanon, Saffronyx, Flidiot, Knifesu, Cloudfix, Surtito655, Michael Menchaca, Ryalias, Afterlord, Betrayal1489, Silvio Nato, Striker Elk, Tidal 1 Fun, Victor Sundstrom, Mathias Simonsson, Mr. Anark, Ben on Games, The Passenger, Kani Wu, Max Bernhardt, Mukau1017, BNB King, Scotty Flies Fast, Gabriel Eck, Fecko, Vake Botnet, Dante Victory, Mathinu Def, Snack, HBG, Only, Lord Vasil, Spats the Kaiser, That Archie Guy, Louis Bento Brandau, Snuffle Pop, Tails Cursepet, The Wolf Drake, Gaber Wolf, Live Love MapleStory, Kali, Duckfoos, Quinn, Migu and Mark Set. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and happy mapling!